about what you guys have been building?
Well, we've been looking at attention data. That's the information that people leave behind as they do things on websites, and also when they make choices, so when they search for things. Because in all of them, especially when we're browsing, all the things that we do, we end up making a lot of decisions about things that we actually like. So I'm trying to build a Firefox extension that deals with interestingness. It takes that information and converts it into a weighted search, and then goes across the whole of the Guardian site and tries to find what articles are going to be most interesting.
So I guess I collected in all that time about 20 megabytes of geodata for my travels, and about 6 gigabytes of photos and 1,600 or so Twitter updates and thereabouts. And now we're trying to sort of put those all on a map and tell a story through time and space.
Fantastic, sounds great.
Yep.
And how has everything coped with quite that much geodata?
Slowly. It took a while to just crawl through all the data in several hours of taking it out of XML and putting it into a database so we can actually use it, and then mashing it all up with Twitters and photos from Flickr and hopefully stories from the Guardian blog.
And writing some CSS.
Fantastic stuff. Cheers, guys, I'll let you get back to it.
Thank you.
I love the fact that I'm wearing my Google t-shirt while doing it. That's it still looks ever so slightly on the piss to me. Oh, I'm actually recording.
Clock is over here, and Jackie's volunteered to man the clock. So as soon as the person who's giving the hack starts to speak, hit the go button. You've got 90 seconds. It'll start to flash at 15, and I think it turns red right at the end. If you're really, really struggling, we'll let you go a little bit over, but that's not necessarily fair to everyone else. You kept within the 90 seconds, so try and stick to the 90 seconds. So Simon, why don't you go ahead?
Okay, so Simon Rogers gave us some really exciting data about the recession tied to electoral constituencies, and I decided to put it on the map. Wikipedia had this wonderful SVG map of all of the constituencies in the UK, but that map, it has the shapes of them, but it doesn't say which one is which, so you can't actually do anything useful with it. So in a sort of ultimate meta hack, I decided to solve that problem. I built a crowdsourcing application that invites people to look at a constituency, see it zoomed in, say which one it is. This one's obviously Saffron Walden. There are now 582 left out of 646. This one is that one, Mansfield, and so forth and so forth. We've got this working at 3 o'clock in the morning, and by 7 o'clock in the morning, about 4 or 5 of us have done all of them. So this tool is purely for annotating that map over there with information about which constituency is which. On top of that, once in classic Lupita style, here's one I made earlier. This actually, I'll just quickly show you. The homepage here shows you which ones have been tagged down that side, gives the option to try one that someone's marked as hard, and shows you down at the bottom that we've got 8 out of 51 in the southwest, 22.5% of Wales, and so on. Here's one I made earlier. This is after we all worked together and managed to clear the whole map. And once I had that, I could use that to load in the data. So here are 3 data sets from Simon. I made them into sort of CSV files, so this is numbers of percentage of workers claiming benefits against the constituencies, and if you click here, da-da, you get a map in different colours for those different numbers. This is England, Wales population, and this is the graph of pension credits. So thank you very much.
I've heard it said that many people come to the Guardian website solely to read about Charlie Brooker and the things that he says. And I hear the tagline of the Guardian is the world's leading liberal voice. So I decided to take this to its logical conclusion and have the world's leading liberal voice, as long as that voice is Charlie Brooker. And so I created Charlie. which is the Guardian, but just with only the Charlie book in it. So you've got just Charlie book as columns, and then you just have the blog post that mention Charlie book. Because that's all I care about. And then Charlie book he makes sports columns sometimes, occasionally. So and then if you have to make TV shows and things like that. Anything so not entertainment, like his quizzes, Simon Pegg talking about him. Just get off on paint. for painting the set of the zombies and the blood. And it should update automatically from the RSS feed on the Guardian and using the API.
Breaking Charlie News, that's Breaking Charlie News at the top, isn't it?
Yes, that's Breaking Charlie News, yeah. And at the very top I have left in the not Charlie. But I don't imagine anyone's going to use it. I can't see why they would.
Is that Charlie? Was that Charlie's way? Yeah, where Charlie is.
Yep, that's it, thank you.
We're all bombarded with big numbers these days. 300 billion for Royal Bank of Scotland, 5 billion for this, 30 billion new project for this much lost in the post somewhere by a government department. So I thought we could take these numbers and look at them in more interesting ways on the Guardian website. So I'm going to show you some of the ways we can look at them. This is an article off the Guardian website about the Royal Bank of Scotland. And over here, you see the 20 billion handout in the second paragraph there? I can change it to show the number of teachers. Building 800 new schools. We're going to, this is about BT's profits. We can look at how much money BT takes from every man. We can look that if we had a big piggy bank and we were putting £1 in every second, how many years it would take us to fill up BT's banking accounts. And coming to that, we can look at how many tons of pennies BT would have to ship to make this money. Just to get in the kind of entertainment section of the Guardian, this is obviously the least But we can see that Jonathan Ross is going to need a big house. And finally, we're going to just have a look at a footballer. And I think this is pretty shameful. I'm going to leave you on this note. But the idea is we can take these big numbers and we can do stuff with them. And computers are really good at doing stuff with numbers. And everyone's talking about doing stuff with text because Google's messed with our minds. Let's do more stuff with numbers and things like this.
Lisa and I started this project with the best of intentions playing the Rag of Mindstorm, but somehow we end up with a robot with a freaking laser on its head. Yeah. So here it is. You'll notice it also has claws. So the first thing we did when we got the Mindstorm was well, we bricked it, and then we installed Java on it. So it's running Java. And it's also accepting Bluetooth commands. Lisa, can you give it a bit of forward? There you go. Wow! And a bit of 3. Give it a spin. And, okay. And we also have commands to make it go faster, but it's a small desk. Give it a stop it. Oh. Okay, a bit of... shit, we're running out of time. Right. So,
let's go forward.
Yes, this is using Lefos. And right, now I notice this is approaching a cliff, but it also has an ultrasonic detector, which means that if you scare it, it runs away and waves its claws at
Okay, hello everybody. So, right. We have been doing a very, very good job of tagging all the content that we have in the Guardian with nice little keywords. And as Paul Carville pointed out, he's invented a new spot of Guardian Whack-It, which is this great way of just taking keywords, combining it with other keywords, and see what comes back. Now, as Matt Wall pointed out yesterday, coming up with these URLs to create Guardian whacking pages is actually pretty hard. You have to figure out what are the actual qualified URLs are before you can actually put them together to go and take a look at the page. So we would suggest that you do something a little bit more intuitive. So what I'd like to do is to actually make keywords more playful, like picking them up and turning them around. Barack Obama, right, with money. Good leg. There you go. Also, extra bonus, if you pick up the stuff like that, you move it like that, you can also pick up other stuff like that, put it right there. Let go, and wasn't that worth it?
This is the coolest thing we've ever done, so thank you very much, everyone. We actually have really given an award to Francis, but obviously for his virtual thing, it is a virtual award. Find it in the second line. And we've given the Martin Lewis Good News Award for Piers' note recession filter. Expansion of world's leading liberal voice into world's leading dictatorial voice for Team GP and their risk hack, which is great. Really consistent with the brand message. Yes, the Tottenham, actually there's only one we wouldn't have given a prize to, which was Swells and his do your research, lovely code, no chance. I know you'll find great use for that. We thought that the hair was quite simple. Well done. Yes, here we go. And the Charles Arthur Award for freeing data. Mr. Wilson. Yeah. And then we have a kind of an outstanding individual performance from one person who produced 2 pieces of work that we really liked, and that's Matthew Somerville. But before he gets his award, I'll just say, as I've said before, nobody on The Guardian must find out that you can turn the front page into a version of their own work, ever. It's very good, but we thought that this, and also the Georgina Henry Friend of SIF Award for filtering out users, was absolutely brilliant. So, Matthew, come on. And this is actually basically the Hamleys. We put it on our Christmas list for you know who you are. Your minions of our robot on overlords. Also, special prize for best team name.
The Judges Award, the No Sleep Until Hack Day Award.